Protoplasm. Cells are made up of a colorless jelly-like substance called blank in which food elements such as protein, fats, carbohydrates, mineral salts, and water are present. Nucleus, cytoplasm, cell membrane. The principal parts of the cell are the nucleus. The center of the cell contains the blank, which plays an important role in cell reproduction. Cytoplasm. The protoplasm of a cell that surrounds the nucleus is the blank. Mitosis. The process by which cells reproduce by dividing into two identical cells called daughter cells is known as blank. Food, oxygen and water. Cells will continue to grow and thrive as long as they are favored with the proper temperature, they can eliminate waste products and are favored with an adequate supply of metabolism. The complex chemical process whereby body cells are nourished and supplied with energy needed to carry on their many activities is called anabolism. The process of building up larger molecules from smaller ones, during which the body stores water, food, and oxygen for the time when they are needed for cell growth and repair is called catabolism. The process of breaking down of larger substances or molecules into smaller ones is called blank. Connective tissue. Tissue that binds together, protects, and supports various parts of the body is tissue. Groups of cells of the same kind are called catabolism. During blank, energy can be stored by special molecules and used for muscle contraction, secretion, or heat production. Epithelial tissue. The protective covering on body surfaces such as the skin, mucous membranes, or linings of the heart, digestive and respiratory organs and glands is blank tissue. Nerve tissue. Tissue that carries message to and from the brain and controls and coordinates all body functions is known as blank. Adipose tissue. Tissue that gives smoothness and contour to the body is known as blank. Organs. Structures of the body that are designed to accomplish a specific function are body systems. Groups of organs that cooperate for a common purpose, namely the welfare of the entire body, are known as natural covering. Another name for the integumentary system is osteology. Another name for the skeletal system is cardiovascular. Another name for the circulatory system is gastrointestinal system. The stomach and intestines are called the blank system. "14 bones. The cranium is made up of how many bones? Frontal bone. What bone that forms the forehead? Parietal bones. The bones that form the sides and top of the cranium are called temporal bones. The bones that form the sides of the head in the ear region are called maxillae. The bones of the upper jaw are called blank. Mandible. The largest and strongest bone of the face is the blank. Occipital bone. The hindmost bone of the skull is the Humerus. The uppermost and largest bone of the arm is the blank. Biology. The study of the structure, functions, and diseases of the muscles is called blank. Origin, insertion, and belly. The three parts of a muscle are the blank. Epicranius. The broad muscle that covers the top of the skull is called blank. Corrugator muscle. The muscle that draws the eyebrows down and wrinkles the forehead vertically is the blank. 40%. Muscles represent about blank percent of the body's total weight. Mandible. The lower jawbone, which is the largest and strongest bone of the face and forms the lower jaw, is called the blank. Aponeurosis. The tendon that connects the occipitals and the frontal is the icranial. Aponeurosis. The muscles that coordinate in opening and closing the mouth are blank. Frontalis. The front portion of the epicranius is the corrugator muscle. The muscle that is located beneath the frontalis and orbicularis oculi is known as blank. Orbicularis oculi muscle. The muscle that enables the eyes to close is the massage, heat, and chemicals. Muscular tissue can be stimulated by blank. Platysma muscle. The broad muscle that extends from the chest and shoulder muscles to the sides of the chin and which is responsible for lowering the lower jaw and lip is called sternocleidomastoideus. The muscle that rotates and lowers the head as a nodding is called blank. Deltoid. The large, thick triangular-shaped muscle that covers the shoulder and lifts and turns the arm outward is called the blank. Biceps. The muscles that produce that contour of the front and inner side of the upper arm, lift the forearm, and flex the elbow are blank. Supinator. The muscles that turn the hand outward and the palm upward are the blank. Extensors. The muscles that straighten the wrist, hand, and the fingers to form a straight line are called the abductors. The muscles located at the base of each digit and which separate the fingers are called extensor digitorum longus. The muscle that bends the foot up and extends the toes is the pectoralis major and minor. The muscle that assists in the swinging of the arms is called femur. The heavy, long bone that forms the leg above the knee is known as the tibia. The larger of the two bones that form the leg below the knee is known as the patella. The formal name for the accessory bone which forms the kneecap is the 26 bones. The foot is made up of blank bones. Soleus. The muscle that originates at the upper portion of the fibula and bends the foot down is the peroneus brevis. The blank originates on the lower surface of the fibula and bends the foot down and out. Superficial peroneal nerve. The nerve that extends down the leg just under the skin, supplying impulses to the muscles of the skin of the leg, skin and toes, is called the sural nerve. The nerve that supplies impulses to the skin on the outer side and back of the foot and leg is the nerve dorsal nerve. The nerve that supplies impulses to the toes and foot as well as muscles of the skin of the leg is the blank nerve. Popliteal. The blank artery divides into two separate arteries known as the anterior tibial and the posterior tibial.